Today we're going to add our geometric buildings to our Starry Night sky. We have already started making some geometric buildings, but if you did not make enough last time, then that is the first thing that you can do today. Now I have some scrap paper here, and I know I have to make a geometric shape, so I can't just cut out a shape that's all crazy. I am going to cut out squares, triangles, rectangles, shapes that I know the names for. So that is a square. Square is geometric. My shapes are also going to need some windows and doors. We talked last time about cutting a strip so that you could easily trim your strip into windows that are all the same size. And we wanted some windows that were yellow, so that looks like the lights are on. We also wanted some windows that were dark, so that it would look like a real city, with some people home and the lights are on, and some people are gone with their lights off. We also got some really good tiny glue dot practice. So that we could very carefully glue all these on without any glue showing in the background, hopefully. And when I have some buildings finished, I'm going to get out my Starry Night background, and I'm going to start gluing my buildings to the bottom of the page. So I'm making sure all my buildings are lining up on the bottom. Now I already have glued some down, but it wasn't enough because I still have some empty space right here. Now this part's kind of tricky. I have a few extra buildings. This building is very tall, but if I glue the tall one down here, it covers up one of my favorite parts in the background, which is the sparkly swirl. So I'm going to be a problem solver, and instead I'm going to put some shorter buildings there so that my swirl does not get covered up. So I'm just going to flip over my building, and I'm going to add some tiny dots of glue. You don't really need any glue in the middle at all, just around the edges, tiny dots. And I'm going to glue that down. Now it looks like I still am going to need one more tiny little building. Let's see. Maybe we'll do a little blue one. There you go. That looks like it'll fit. Now my buildings aren't finished. I still have some buildings that are kind of boring. They don't have all the windows filled in. They don't even have doors. So with the rest of my time, I'm going to be adding some more windows and doors. And I can also add extra details like doorknobs, windowsills, chimneys, all kinds of different things. Now if you want to add extra details, you cannot use your pencil to do that. Like if I want to add a doorknob, I need to cut that doorknob out of paper, use extra tiny glue, and then I can put that doorknob on, or door handle. If I want to add some windowsills, I love windowsills on buildings that I make because I think it makes it look realistic. My windowsills are going to have to be made out of paper too. There, that looks like the right size. Add a little bit of glue, and I can add on my windowsill. So I'm just going to keep on adding paper details until all of my buildings are filled up and interesting. And then my Starry Night is complete.